What is good, YouTube? Welcome back for a second upload this week. This video is going to be going over the weekly outlook on what I would expect on indices and a couple other things. If you're not in the free Discord, go join it. It is first link down below, but we're going to be going over my weekly outlook on NQ and ES, oil, gold, and then Bitcoin, and I'm going to go into the only crypto that I hold. So yeah, we're going to hop right into the video. If you saw my last weekly outlook on NQ, it did play out. Obviously, we did go a lot further than I was anticipating, but you can't get everything correctly the whole way, right? It was just a classic sell week. Every day this week was just a classic sell day. So yeah, we're going to be going over what I would expect. My gold outlook was correct, and yeah, let's go over what I expect this week. So if we take a look at the upcoming news events, we are only focused on these red folders, so not really too much going on this week. So not really any big news events that are going to be driving price, right? So Wednesday is our first red folder. I don't know why I have the orange folders on here. We have PMI at 9:45. Not a huge news event, but it does give us some volatility. So Thursday we have unemployment and advanced GDP at 8:30. That is a little bit more of a volatile news event. And then on Friday we have core PCE price index, which doesn't really do too much, right? The 8:30 news events are what you want to be focused on more whenever we don't have too much news events. So Thursday and Friday are going to be the more volatile days in my opinion. But yeah, let's go into what I would expect for this upcoming week. So if we take a look right here at NQ and let's take a look at ES. Right here we do actually have a daily SMT, right? So we have this SMT. Let me turn the crosshairs on right here. We do have a SMT throughout these lows right here with ES and NQ, but we do have pretty good displacement down. So now that we have this displacement lower, also, I don't know if I said it, we're going to be going over NQ, ES, oil, gold, and Bitcoin. I think I said it already, but yeah. So coming into this upcoming week, what I would want to see for the overnight session, right? Because we did engineer some pretty nice buy side levels, right? We created equal highs here. So we have these equal highs. We also put in equal highs right here. Right, we did SMT, actually no, I don't think we did SMT that high. I'm not perfectly positive, but we do have these engineered highs on the NASDAQ. So I do want to see these get swept out, and if we take a look, it is obviously this daily fair value gap. So what I would want to see at the beginning of the week, right, Monday, I'm not going to expect a whole lot, but I would want to see Monday maybe open up, and we're only 50 points from this low. So if the overnight session does want to bring us down and take out this low and then start creating some structure throughout here that we can have during New York session to start getting displacement up, right? I don't think I would expect this high on a Monday, but it's possible. But I would want to see some structure given so that we could target like this high right here that forms, or maybe we're already up here and we want to take this low and then come all the way back up to take this high. Something like this. The overnight session kind of takes out this low, accumulates, we displace higher, and then we get a imbalance hourly. I would doubt that we get a 4-hour, right? Maybe we create a green candle to disrespect these consecutive down close candles, right? Because this isn't even a, yeah, that's a red candle as well. So a green candle forms somewhere in here and then takes this low, and then we can get our CISD, and then we can get a fair value gap to start targeting some of these highs. And then I would expect the rest of the week to kind of come up here, take out these highs to get into that daily fair value gap. And then after that, if we get there at the beginning of the week, I would want to see, so let's say we reach these highs on maybe Wednesday, maybe even Tuesday we reach these highs, right? This week I do want to see these equal highs and that daily fair value gap. So if we do reach these highs and that daily fair value gap, I'd want to see us create some structure. And then if we end up displacing above here, I would expect us to continue higher. But if we take these highs and then we create some structure and then displace lower, obviously we'd want to see us get that hourly displacement with a daily fair value gap, and then we can start targeting some lows. But since we engineered these highs equal, I'd want to see these highs start to get swept out. Also with that daily SMT, right, we do, what's the monthly? The monthly actually did end up flipping red. So if we're going to create a monthly fair value gap, I'd want to see us start to climb a little bit higher. Also, we are revisiting this. And if we take out premium and discount, have we reached a discount? Yes, we have reached a discount now. So if we are going to want to start, I'd want to start going higher. I do want to see these highs start to get taken. And then same thing on ES most likely. We do have these 2 daily fair value gaps. But if NQ starts to trade up, we probably will visit this upper fair value gap. Weekly, we did end up closing below here. We still have no CISD though. Same thing on ES. We do have these engineered highs right here. So that also should line up with that daily fair value gap. So I do want to see these equal highs start to get targeted. Right, same thing on ES. If we want to create a green candle, then we come down and sweep out these lows, displace, change in the state of delivery, visit a fair value gap or that order block, and then we start to get that displacement out of there, that we can start targeting these internal highs during Monday's session. So same thing on ES and NQ. I want to see start to play out. I don't really think that we go much lower at the beginning of the week. Now if we do, also daily closures. This candle right here did close below this low, so we probably do take out this low and then we start to go higher, right? If we use those daily closures, same thing on NQ, close below this low, so previous day low is probably going to be the target. So that's what I want to see during the overnight session, would be this low, create some structure, and then start to go towards those equal highs on both of the indices. So next thing would be oil. If we want to take a look at oil, right here we have oil. So we are coming down into this imbalance, right? Now we could obviously come down a little further and drive down into these order blocks, right? We do take out this low, this swing low, so these consecutive down close candles are acting as our OB. We did sweep out these equal lows, and that order block lines up with this daily fair value gap right here. Discount lies down here. I honestly would not expect a discount from this dealing range, so yeah, I wouldn't expect a discount. Now on the 4 hour, after we visit these, same thing here. We have these engineered highs. If we want to use standard deviation, 2.5 lines up with this fair value gap. If we use this entire range, 2.5 lines up with this consolidation over here. So maybe we do get a discount retracement, because discount would lie below all these lows right here, right? Throughout all these lows. So we could end up seeing these lows right here, right? Honestly, if we take a look at the daily, oil isn't extremely clear, right? We are respecting this fair value gap right here. If I want to change that to a fair value gap, we are respecting this fair value gap. Right here, we did sweep out this high, but these equal highs up here are too clean, right? These equal highs are going to want to get taken. So this retracement right here, whatever this forms, if we end up forming a fair value gap here, I'd expect it just to get ran through, right? I wouldn't expect, like, honestly, we are in this overall, like from this dealing range low to this dealing range high, we are in the middle of it. So we honestly don't need to take out these highs, because we are in just a overall consolidation in the higher time frame. Even on the monthly, if we take a look here, we're just in this overall consolidation. So If we don't want to go higher yet and we want to start coming down here and consolidate some more, honestly, oil isn't the most clear cut and dry. So I wouldn't even take a higher time frame analysis. I'd take higher time frame analysis with a grain of salt and start and only play the day to day, right? Even on the day to day, we did get a nice clear setup right here on oil, right? Right here in this fair value gap, we did come lower into here, this 4 hour, right? If we want to mark that off, we did come down into that 4 hour, and then we did get 1 hour displacement. We came down into here, and then a 5 minute fair value gap right here that just got ran through. So honestly, I didn't take this trade because I don't even get on the charts until about 8:30, 8:45, and oil just dumped right after I got on the charts. Honestly, this would have been a great setup because we do turtle soup an hourly low, displace out of it, come into an hourly fair value gap, displace out of it on the 5 minute, and then we have our 5 minute manipulation. That -2, 2.5 does line up closely with that high. If we want to use this, it does line up a little higher. So honestly, oil I would take day by day. Same thing I said last week. Take oil day by day. Now, gold, the interesting one, right? I did see T-Trade's analysis on this after we took out these higher or these all-time highs, right? We sweep out this high. So this would be your soup. Let's turn it black with an X, middle center. So right here would be your soup. Right here would be your CISD. And we go into a complete market maker sell model after we reach that, right? After we take out this swing high, we close below these. So this would be another CISD, protected high. Then you have a long-term high formed up here. Right here, we take out this high, CISD, and then we just continue lower on gold. So honestly, this was a beautiful market maker sell model after taking out those all-time highs, right? But I didn't end up getting a short setup on gold. Actually, no, I did take a short setup on gold. I took it off at break even because gold was, let me find it. Gold was refusing to follow silver. It was on Thursday, the day that we dumped heavily. Thursday, I took it right here, right? We sweep out this high. There was a higher time frame fair value gap. I took it on the inverse of this, and then went. Silver was the whole way down here, and gold was all the way up here. So I was like, dude, I'm just taking this off. So I took it off right here. We ended up coming up and taking out this high, and then we finally just went dump. We just continued lower. So now going to the higher time frame, if we go to the weekly, this obviously is an SMT. If we take a look at silver SMT, which surprises me because silver looked like the cleaner asset and we had those equal highs. So SMT at these highs, this does look like a soup. So now that we have an SMT, I would expect internal. So coming down here, that's fine that I marked that off as sell side. I'd expect us to come down into here, right? It is a swing low, so it's fine that I marked it off as sell side. Yeah, so this is pretty big displacement. If we do want to, right here, same thing. We took out this high, changing the state of delivery, continued to respect this fair value gap and that CISD right there, and then we just dumped. So if we do want to come up a little bit at the beginning of the week, I still would consider us to go lower. But if we do want to come up a little bit, this upper fair value gap looks good, but I wouldn't even expect us to come all the way up here. Right here would be your original consolidation for your market maker sell model, right? So on gold, I do expect this low to be taken because of that daily closure. And then if we want to start coming up a little bit, maybe whatever low we put in, maybe discount or premium lies around right here, and then we start to get that displacement lower, and then the rest of the week we have a market maker sell model to target that sell side, which is that weekly internal range liquidity. So very bearish on gold this upcoming week. Now obviously I could be wrong, but gold does look good for a market maker sell model to complete down into these lows. Also, we have triple equal lows down here, low, low, low. So if we take a look at the hourly, it's probably a lot more than that. Oops. 1, 2, that low was taken. 3, so yeah, 3 still. And then we have a low right here. So obviously do expect these lows to be taken on gold. So next thing is Bitcoin, right? If you guys don't like crypto, then just click off the video, but we have so much news coming up, right? I don't really use ICT, I just use these standard deviations on Bitcoin. I don't use ICT on Bitcoin, but standard deviations we're obviously reacting off of. We're respecting this high right here, right? I just use support and resistance. This would be a breaker block though, so we are respecting this breaker. But look at these highs on Bitcoin. We have a nice high here. We have quad equal highs up here. We have 2 equal highs right here. If I want to remove these, equal highs. High, high. We have so much engineered liquidity. There's going to be so many people that get stopped out of shorts up here. I think I saw on Twitter, now I don't know if they're right or anything, but I think I saw that it's like $500 million of Bitcoin shorts will be liquidated if we get above these highs. And we have ETH ETF launching on Tuesday. We have 4 or 5, I can't remember. We have the Bitcoin conference. We have presidential election coming up in November that Trump is very supportive of crypto, and Trump is speaking at the Bitcoin conference. There's so much bullish news coming out that I think Bitcoin just rips to these highs. I don't really think we're even going to get a pullback anymore, right? If we take a look at this daily chart, this honestly could be one large power of 3, right? Huge accumulation, right? All of this accumulation right here is your deviation from the range. This right here is your deviation from the range. Now I think we just launch pad off to these all-time highs, right? Same thing on Ethereum. Right here is all this consolidation on Ethereum. Now, this low, honestly, isn't driven through too much, so hopefully that we don't need to come back down and take it, right? We did take it, but not by much, right? But that's the thing, like, you don't need to take lows or highs by much to have huge liquidations. Do you know how many people had their stop directly on this low, and instead of a few points or a few dollars in this case below these lows? There's so much liquidations happening at this low, and you have to think of how many people long Bitcoin instead of Ethereum, right? Ethereum is the cheaper asset, but with all the news coming out with Ethereum, Bitcoin looks like they're just going to get sent. Now, the only crypto, I guess I shouldn't say only, but the biggest bag of crypto that I hold is Palm AI, right? I tweeted on March 6th. Yeah, March 6th on Twitter. It was one of my first Twitter posts, if not my first. Palm AI is the only crypto I want to be a part of, right? I bought on March 5th at this candle right here, and then we ran to $2.10. Now we have just slowly, we have slowly died off. Now, we died off on all alts, right? POW, slowly died off. Blender, slowly died off. OXO, slowly died off, right? OPSEC, they had a hack or something, and OPSEC just died off 50 cents. But we are finally getting this nice move out of here, right? We have just ran, right? I've added throughout all this. I've added all the way down here. So I did have some ads up here, and then as we started to move lower, and then right here in this, whenever we slowly move lower and had a divergence, I added all throughout here. And from these lows, we are up 187%, almost a 3x from these lows, right? 22 cents, 44, 66. It's almost a 3x from these lows. So from these lows, we have moved a 3x. There's a lot of bullish news with Palm. Their marketing wallet is great. They honestly market really well as well. They timed this perfectly, right? As Bitcoin was ripping, Palm was pushing out news like crazy. So if you're go to the Palm AI Twitter, you can join their Telegram, but honestly, this is my biggest bag and the only crypto that I would like. If it rugs, it rugs. I don't give a fuck, right? I'd rather have like, I watched my wallet just decimate throughout this, right? It came below my average price, but you put into crypto what you can lose. So I'm okay if this goes to zero, right? It's fine with me, but I do expect Palm to honestly reach $1 billion market cap. Like I said in my Fort Lauderdale vlog, as soon as I arrived to Fort Lauderdale, I forget when that was, but we were absolutely ripping face, and I kept saying $1 billion market cap, and Palm is doing buybacks and burns, right? They've burned, I don't even know how much they've burned, but they are doing they're doing a lot of burns. So honestly, Palm is the only crypto I would push, right? I'm not saying buy it. I'm saying do some research and see if you like it. So this is what I would expect on all indices, crypto. Look at all these highs. So much liquidation to get taken up here. So yeah, if you guys aren't in the free Discord, go join it. It is the first link down below, but I'm out of here. Peace.